Welcome back to another episode of From Our Perspective. I'm your boy Dion coming back to you with another episode. Thank you guys again for joining us. While you're at it, please like, please subscribe. You can go ahead and leave a comment early. It don't matter to us. We just like to see the comments. But again, I'm your boy Dion. I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Captain Hater. How you doing?
Man, what it do, what it is. You already know the best your boy, Mr. Bear. I can't say your name up on this pod. Might not put you to mind. What's going on, DM?
That's going good, man. We got PLE this weekend, the WWE PLE this weekend with an interesting time slot. It's Crown Jewel in Australia, Perth, Australia to be exact. And they have an 8 a.m. Eastern time start. Now, most people will probably be like, nah, I'm not interested. I know the West Coast, they going through it. I think theirs is gonna be starting at what,
Half
5? Whew,
in the morning?
shoot. I'm glad we ain't there.
What you said?
But the East Coast, we talked about it a little bit, post and pre-pod on a couple episodes. But I think that's perfect, bro. 8 a.m. How you feel?
So, I wish it was 9 a.m.,
Yeah,
but I be up because you know what we do. We get up early anyway.
naturally, my body's up at least 7 usually.
Yeah, I might not leave the house till a little later, but I'll be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna be up watching it. I'm gonna be up watching it anyway. I mean, I'm gonna be up, so I'm gonna end up watching it anyway. So it does work out for me, but that 9 o'clock would have been a little better for me
Yeah,
personally, because the sleep's all the way out my eyes. I'd have had time to go to the refrigerator, give me a drink of water, and you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. But it's cool. It like you said, like we done talked about, it works out perfectly. I can watch wrestling, I get a little break, and then I can watch college football for the rest of the day.
Yeah. And like it's cutting into like what the time you would normally be watching college game day, but let's call it spade a spade. From my perspective, I'm not going to talk about your perspective, but I honestly don't watch college game day that much. And like it would be even more perfect because usually the times I did watch college game day was that last little 5 minutes when they do the pick 'em. Lee Corso does the headgear. Lee Corso is retired, so he's not doing the headgear. And they're really not doing anything crazy. Maybe Pat might do something crazy, but for the most part, they're just doing the picks and getting up out of there, having some fun. So I'm really not really watching college game day. So I give me a little watch some wrestling, get a little break, and then watch some football. So
Not me. College game day it's always on in the background type situation.
yeah,
I'll be up, I'll be moving. Normally that's when I do Saturday mornings and I do my podcast work. So I'll be up, I'll be moving around, and it's just on in the background. Like you said, you focus in. Even now, even though Lee Carter's gone, I still focus in the last 10, 15 minutes.
yeah,
That's when I'm zoned in on college game day. So yeah, you same here.
yeah. So, but we gotta talk about Crown Jewel in Australia. 5 match card and my 5 match card. The usual for WWE. Still wish they would bump it up a little bit, but we do got 2 women's matches. I like that. So 2 women's matches. The I was a little surprised that they're actually bringing it back for a second year. They're doing the Crown Jewel Championship, so main titles versus main title. When it gets a big title that they don't get to carry around, it just stays at the warehouse, and they're just gonna bring it out. But we also got AJ Styles, and then we got Roman and Braun. But let's go ahead and get into it. We doing our uh predictions here, where we do confidence point predictions. The match you have the most confidence in, you give it a 5. The match you have the least confidence in, you give it a 1. Q got me last one. I'm not even gonna lie. You did good. You did me pretty good. 13-9. So congratulations to you. We didn't really congratulate you, but do you want a victory lap before we get into Crown Jewel?
Nah, I'm cool. You know,
Yeah.
luck carries people through sometimes.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. First one is for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. It was won by Liv Morgan last year. She's obviously still out with injury, so it's going to be between Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Valkyria. Stephanie just won the title. She seems like she's the one with the rocket strap to her back. I don't know about you, but from my perspective, I'm kind of cool on this. Babyface Tiffany Stratton. It is what it is. But I got Stephanie Valkyria winning this one, and I got 5 on it because I just think that's who they want to put the rocket on. That's who they want to push the most. So I got Stephanie with 5.
I'm going Stephanie with 5 as well because simple fact, like you said, well, one, let's say this: Tiffany Stratton has been champion. She's probably one of the longest reigning champions on the roster right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody could afford a loss, it's Tiffany that can afford the loss. Also, we on the same page with babyface Tiffany Stratton. It ain't really it worked at the beginning, but now it's starting to taper off where it's not working. I don't know if that's because she hasn't found the right challenger, the right heel, because they keep recycling this her and Jade Cargill or her and Nia Jax. So I don't know if that's the reason it's not the Tiffany Stratton babyface has cooled off, but whatever the case may be, it has cooled off. So a heel turn for her, I wouldn't be mad at this current time. But like I said, I'm going with Stephanie for 5 because also she's the hottest female in what's she say? She's the hottest female in the game right now when it
Yeah.
comes to the wrestling. So why would you pick against her? And she just won the title. So I don't foresee them having her take an L and she just won the title.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There's no point. So, I mean, it's probably easy call. I imagine it's gonna be a pretty good match. Tiffany Stratton, she's good in the ring. We know what Stephanie Valkyria is in the ring, but let's go ahead and slide on over to the men's Crown Jewel Championship. And give me your opinion on what's gonna be the main event. I'm gonna have this one main event. I feel like it should main event. There's two other options. There was rumors that the Roman Reigns match might main event. I don't think it should, but it's either this one or AJ and Cena. But we got Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes for the men's Crown Jewel title. If you remember a couple years ago, Cody Rhodes went 3-0 against Seth Rollins, one of them being with one arm. Seth Rollins needs this win more, and I think his story is bigger than what Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes really ain't got nothing going on. I mean, he's got a little something with Drew, but outside of that, he really ain't got nothing going on. Rollins is the main character pretty much on the WWE roster, so I got Seth Rollins with 2. You can, and the fact that Cody got 3-0 on you, you gotta get back somehow.
Well, not only that, hell, on Monday night, Paul Heyman was selling because Seth Rollins was like, What if I don't win? What if I lose?" And they played it out great. And Paul Heyman's like, I'm gonna start questioning why I chose you over Roman Reigns. So Seth Rollins has to. That's what I like about this. Seth Rollins has to win this match. That's why I think it's gonna be the main event because it has the best storyline, one of the best storylines going into the Crown Jewel. So I'm actually gonna go Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go Seth Rollins with a 2.
The Seth with 2, gotcha.
Because Seth needs this win, but I think something needs to happen in this match. Cody Rhodes needs to be cost a match somehow, some way. I don't know if you bring Brock Lesnar in to interfere with this match.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew got this thing going on with Jacob Fatu now. So Drew, he's out and he's in another world. Which why Drew keep getting these title chances and not actually winning the title? Why Drew McIntyre is not the champion now, and why they didn't run that back doesn't make sense to me. But I guess you needed Jacob Fatu to do something, so you gave him a great opponent in Drew McIntyre. But I feel like Drew McIntyre should have been able to run it back with Cody because of the way that previous match ended.
He should have won, but no.
Yeah, he definitely should have won. But yeah, for that, I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins with 2.
And you got this main event too.
Yeah, I got this main event. You can't have your men's championship not be the main event, the main attraction.
I agree. The only other contention, and from my perspective, we'll get to that, but I'm gonna slide on down to a rematch, and it's not just a rematch. It's in they call it Australian street fight. It's Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Side note, this is Bronson Reed's home turf. This is where he's from. Last year, before he got hurt, he had plans to have a title match here when he was in Australia last year. They're doing it again. They're in Australia this year, so he's getting a big time spot rematch. He cannot lose this match, but it's Roman Reigns. Who knows? But Bronson Reed cannot and should not lose this match. I got Bronson Reed with one.
You said it. Bronson Reed should not lose this match, but it's Roman Reigns. But I do know from everything you heard, Roman Reigns really likes what Bronson Reed brings to the table, his work ethic, and that's why Bronson getting these spotlight matches 1-on-1s with Roman because Roman rock with him. That I'm going Bronson Reed, and I'm going Bronson Reed. Man, I'm going Bronson Reed with a 3.
Right.
He's like you said, it's on his home turf. He has to win this match.
Gotcha.
For this to pay off into something, you can't have them two keep fighting and then Roman Reigns keep beating them every time. You know what I mean?
He needs to steal his shoes back or something too.
And
he need
you also need the interference too. Yeah. So because it's a street fight, ain't no DQ. So you know Braun Breaker coming out.
Yeah.
And they also it's rumored that Brock Lesnar is gonna be there. CM Punk is advertised to be there, even though he doesn't have a match. He's advertised, so he's gonna be interfering in one of these matches. It could be the Seth Rollins match because he wants the title. It could be this match because he got problems with the division in general. And they also got to start setting up for WarGames.
Oh yeah, that is the next one on the docket. But yeah, I agree. Hopefully it happens, but it's gonna be a street fight. It's gonna be a good match, and I don't think Roman Reigns is done filming Street Fighter, so don't be surprised if Roman Reigns gets stretched out. I don't think he is. He might be.
Okay, I think he. I think he is, but don't quote me.
I don't know, but let's go with probably I think has potential to be the match of the night, a tag team match. It's gonna be Io Sky. Rhea Ripley, also her hometown. It's her home turf. She's from the area. Versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. It's gonna be an excellent match. The story has been excellent. I thought this was gonna be the place where Rhea Ripley gets her get back from Io Sky because she cannot be Io Sky to save her life. But I'm gonna let you go first this time around. How you feeling about this tag team match? I already know it's gonna be an excellent match.
These last two matches that we about to discuss, they both gonna be a potential for the match of the night.
Yep.
Because you got great workers on each, in all of these two matches. So, again, setting up for Survivor Series. I believe the Kabuki Warriors should win this match.
Okay. Even with Rhea.
Even though Rhea had her time in Australia.
Yeah.
He had her match. Bronson Reed didn't have his because he got hurt.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed didn't have his. Rhea had hers. Even though it's in Rhea's backyard, I believe the Kabuki Warriors should win this match.
All right. If you got the Kabuki Warriors winning this match, who eats the pin?
I said should. I said should win this match, but I'm going with Io and Rhea.
Okay.
With a one. Who eats the pin? I'm gonna go with Kairi. Kairi Sane.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna retweet it and everything. I got Rhea, but you got what you say? One.
Yeah.
I got two. And I got Kairi Sane eating the pin. She's gonna eat a riptide. I am very interested in the Kairi Sane and Asuka dynamic they're having right now. It's like Asuka has her trying to make Kairi Sane evil. Either Kairi Sane is gonna turn full evil or they gonna turn on each other and they gonna have a match. Either way, I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it. And like we both said, this has potential to be match of the night and probably have a big pop.
Yeah, I feel like the build. I feel like this is gonna start building towards the women's war games because you're gonna have Asuka leading the villain side, and then EO and Rhea leading the babyface side, and then they're gonna pull the Kairi, Kairi saying which side you gonna be on, blah 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 blah. So they're gonna play that storyline out, kind of like they did with Sammy and the Bloodline when what I'm saying
Right.
when Sammy finally turned on them. So it, that's why I think the Kabuki Warriors should win to lead because you want the baby faces is gonna win at
Yeah.
Survivor Series. Let's call it spade. The baby faces is going to win at Survivor Series. So this is why the Kabuki Warriors should win this one. But we shall see.
We shall see. So the last match we're going to talk about, and I'm going to switch something up. I was originally thinking Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes in main event. Just to be different, I'm going to go with this match main event, AJ Styles versus John Cena. This is it for these two. These last match that these two are going to wrestle together. AJ Styles has said it. Cena has said it. We know Cena has, after this, 4 more appearances left, if I'm not mistaken. His last match is going to be on December 13th in Washington, D.C. AJ Styles basically said, this is my last contract. His last contract is up sometime after WrestleMania. So basically, he's got pretty much a year left. These two is it. This is it. So they're going to give it their all, their best. They're going to do everything they can to put on a show for these fans at 8 in the morning. But I'm going to change this to make this the main event, which is, I can see a main event. Should it? Not with them two titles fighting, but I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna say it is. I'm gonna let you go first though.
Well, ain't that some shit? Oh,
I went first the first three.
you did, so I ain't mad at it. Oh, I swear I'm kind of like, because I don't really know who the. I like I left is four,
Yep.
which is why I don't. Why did I do this? I'm going John Cena with four.
All right.
AJ Styles should win, but it's like the WWE star versus the NDTNA star. They not going.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do that. They not gonna let the WWE star lose, especially because he just lost to Brock Lesnar. They're not letting John Cena lose another match going home like that.
No.
So on his way to the retirement tour, that's the other reason. The babyface is just gonna win at Survivor Series because they're not gonna let John Cena lose.
Nope.
So
He's probably gonna be in the WarGames match.
yeah, he definitely gonna be in that WarGames match. So yeah, I'm going John Cena with a four, even though AJ Styles should win this match.
I in terms of who has, I mean, AJ Styles, he doesn't have much more longer. He can do a little bit more with the 6, 7 more months he's going to have after John Cena retires. He probably should win, but I got John Cena with three. Yeah, I think it's going to be an excellent match. When they originally had their feud back in 2015, 2016, AJ Styles basically won it. I think they had 3 matches. AJ Styles won the first two. Cena won the third to win the title off of him. But I got Cena with three. We're coming down to the last couple of appearances for John Cena. He has this. He has 2 shows, 2 Monday Night Raws. He has a Survivor Series, and then he has his last show in Washington D.C., which is a little odd. Should be in Boston. He has another small show or TV show in Boston at some point. So that's going to be a big deal. Having his last match in DC is a little odd. But while we're on the subject, there's been rumors going around that his last match on that December 13th Saturday night's main event is going to be Gunther. What are your thoughts on Gunther being the last match of John Cena? Yay, nay, or would you rather it be somebody else?
I wouldn't be mad if it's Gunther. My problem is if it's Gunther, he's not losing to Gunther. I mean, he's not beating Gunther, bro. I'm brother. He's gonna lose that match.
Yeah.
Does he really want to lose his last match?
The
John Cena,
type of person
go ahead.
the type of person John Cena is, I think he would want to go out because that's the whole thing about pro wrestlers. That's how the old school mentality is. You're supposed to go out on your back. Your last match, you're supposed to give the rub to somebody on your way out the door. Some people, they do that. Some people don't. Some people want to win their last match.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd see John Cena as somebody that would not mind losing his last match, given the right person.
yeah. I wouldn't be mad at Gunther. I wouldn't be mad at Dominic Mysterio neither. I think
That's my pick.
it's 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 them two. Because at this realistically, yeah, I could come up with like Obi Fimo. I might have pronounced that wrong. You saw NXT more than I do. I could think of Carmelo Hayes, but realistically, it's not gonna be them two.
No.
I can think of Straganov. Dude that been out
Yeah.
for a minute. Like these other cats are deserving, but realistically, that's your future is Gunther and Mysterio. So
Yeah.
it's got to be one of them two, unless it's Brock Lesnar,
And I
and
wouldn't put
he get
that.
his he get his last win against Brock Lesnar. But like you said, I don't I don't foresee that. But I think he's gonna wrestle his next four. He's gonna wrestle all his next appearances.
Yeah.
So you already know it's WarGames. So those other three matches is okay. Who's it gonna be? Is he never gonna win it? Is John Cena really never going to win the Intercontinental Championship?
Probably not.
Like, is that him and Sheamus both? He's this legend. John Cena, is a different stratosphere, but Sheamus is a legend too. It ain't neither one of them won the Intercontinental Championship.
And Gunther's been trying. I mean, not Gunther. Sheamus, he's been trying too.
Yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, I would like I said, I wouldn't be mad at Gunther or Mysterio.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mysterio would be my choice. I do think Carmelo Hayes does get a match against John Cena. I think the Miz will probably mess that up though, but because Carmelo's from the Boston area as well, so I think they get a match together, which would be nice. But outside of that, the only two that at this point in time who they built enough to have that last match is Gunther and Dominic Mysterio. Gunther, John Cena will have to lose that match. You have to. Dominic Mysterio, he doesn't have to beat John Cena. He's gonna have to have a good showing. I would probably have Dom beat John Cena just so he can have that bragging rights. But that could go either way. But I'm excited, man. We are really down to the last few appearances from John Cena. He's got probably a War Games match, some matches, some TV show matches. So I know it's crazy. My childhood is retiring. It's kind of crazy to think about.
No, that is right. John Cena return is kind of like when LeBron's gonna end up hanging it up. Like, damn, you gonna
Yeah.
look back and be like, dude, really was great. Because in the moment, we don't recognize we recognize their greatness, but we don't recognize the total impact.
Yeah.
And with LeBron joking about his decision, even though we all knew it wasn't a retirement situation, it did give you a pause. Like, even some of the stuff LeBron do is kind of like, and some of the matches in promos, John Cena get long winded, and it's kind of like, but their totality. Okay, say the damn word in their careers is going to be amazing when you
Yeah.
sit back and think about it.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for these last few appearances, but that'll do it for this episode of From Our Perspective. We gave y'all our predictions of this PLE for this Saturday. It's gonna be Saturday morning. I hope y'all get your breakfast ready, get your nice little coffee in you, and watch the PLE. Please like, please subscribe, leave a comment on who you think is going to win, and tell us who you think should be John Cena's last opponent. We'd like to know. Leave leave that in the comment section as well. Also, we got merch. Don't forget to hit that link in the bio to get you some merch. Before I let Captain Hater take us home, we talked about it a little bit. LeBron James, he had that little announcement, and now LeBron James is being sued. I was gonna leave this for the other pod, but might as well do it now. Talk to the fan is soon. I think they said he's like a 28, 29-year-old man. He paid like $164 for Lakers Cavaliers tickets because the tickets skyrocket when LeBron said he had an announcement to make, and now that the announcement was just an ad, you trying to sue LeBron. You gotta be smarter than that, man. You gotta be smarter than that. You even if the announcement, you gotta wait till the man makes the announcement because you know these arenas they gonna jack these prices up. Just the thought of it because they know how people are. You got it. They saw the sucker and they licked it. You got licked, bro. I'm sorry. You try to sue LeBron for $864. Even if LeBron, I doubt LeBron even entertains it. You ain't got the lawyer money that LeBron got. So
Hmm.
just take the L. Hope LeBron is healthy enough to play in that game because LeBron's gonna be out the first couple weeks. Just hope he's healthy enough to play that game and enjoy the game. Hopefully you bought 2 tickets. Enjoy the game with somebody. Take you a young lady or somebody. Enjoy the Lakers Cavs game. I'm just saying. But I wanted to hate on that man a little bit because you really sued that man because you jumped the gun. That's your fault. But Captain Hay, go ahead and take us home.
Hey, real quick, Sami Zayn, Montez Ford. They doing the U.S. Open Challenge. Montez Ford need to get his. That's all I'm saying. Or Angelo, for that matter. It would be something different because we all used to Montez Ford being the one to get it. What if Angelo's the one to get it? Just popped up in my head. But hey, you already know about your boy, Mr. Bear, aka say your name up on the spot. Might not put you to mind. Later.